This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is we're locking in for the Wednesday MLB games. But as you guys always like to start off with, let's do a quick recap. We hit everything. Now, we didn't just hit everything from the show. So if you rewind to yesterday's show, we had two finalists that we liked. Shota over, I think it was over 4.5, and then we had Brandon of Arizona over 4.5. We decided just to put Brandon as like the thumbnail one because our metrics and everything I was saying on the show was leaning towards him, but they both hit, so we're 2-0 for that. But the craziest thing happened yesterday. So for those not paying attention in the Discord, which I try to update you guys as much as possible, I told you, was it today, Wednesday? So on Monday I said nobody use the MLB Spread Predictor. We're reworking the logic, the model behind it, and we've seen how it was for the first month. We didn't like the results, so we focused a lot on it. Yesterday, Tuesday, I let everybody know in the Discord, hey, you can now start using MLB Spread Predictor. It's been upgraded. Fam, my peeps. We, with the brand new MLB Spread Predictor model, went 15-0. There were 15 games yesterday for the MLB slate. The Spread Predictor got every single side of the spread correct on all 15 games. There is not a single site on planet Earth or an app out there that can say the same thing. Nobody else has the ability to say that. But because we built this model, we retweaked it 15-0 on MLB spreads, which is like insane. Like even if it went like 10-5, I'd probably still be hyping it up. It did not miss. Now, the people that ignore me and that like losing money, what's going to happen is you're going to upgrade your account to premium to get full access to MLB Spread Predictor, and you're going to throw, I don't even know how many games are today. Let's just say 12. I don't know until I look at it. But let's say there's 12 games. You're going to throw all 12 in a parlay, and one of them's going to miss, and then you're going to complain like a little baby because you didn't follow the rules. No, you don't do 12-pick parlays. You play everything as designed. You make money. If you don't make money, you're not playing things as designed. It's as simple as that. You just follow the guidelines. That's all we ask. Just follow the guidelines. I can charge $600 a month in theory for premium a month. And if you follow the guidelines, depending on your bankroll, it's something. Guys, it's only $1. Depending on if you get annual or monthly, it's either $1.37 a day or $1.97 a day. The proof is in the pudding. How much money are you losing betting? Is it not in your best interest to join a community and to join this research app that just went 15-0 on MLB spreads yesterday, as well as hit everything from the show on the MLB prop side of things? If you are losing more than $1.97 a day, what in the world are you doing outside of premium? We have 13 plus months of all of the history, the tracking, the results, the VIP testimonials. If you're losing more than $2 a day, then you're okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, do I need to say this in like a million different languages? I don't know. Get into premium. Even if, okay, I know we're talking about the MLB Spread Predictor right now that crushed and was the only app on planet Earth to go 15-0 on MLB Spread predictions for AI app tools. But aside from that, there's just so much stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. There's still people who are guessing, losing, let's just say maybe $20 a day, losing $50 a day, losing $100 a day, when this proven app, this award-winning proven app is just $1.97 a day. What in the world are you doing losing $100 a day guessing on your own? Stop it. Just join what works. Now that rain is over with, let's find something for today here. Okay, so we're going to do what we always do. Move this to 3, move to 17. There's a lot of, I think there's a handful of 1 p.m. games today. Let me check here. Let me do this first. 17. So I realized I was just on the wrong day, so we changed it to Wednesday, which is the correct date. I was like, I know there's early games today. So yeah, we have two early. There's more than two early games, so there's only two early games that have pitchers that are with the 3 and 17 filters. But yeah, let's see what we got here today here. Okay, so right off the bat, we have Taj as a trifecta, 1.35 over. Books agree, but he's pitching on Tampa Bay. And if you've paid attention to anything I've said in any of the shows when we're looking at Tampa Bay pitchers, we're kind of trying to avoid them because the manager is dumb. The manager pulls pitchers too early when they're doing good, or he takes them out too late when they're doing bad. Zach Littell, I think, was somebody that was technically a trifecta play yesterday. Because he played for Tampa Bay, we faded him and he didn't hit. So I'm still hesitant to play a Tampa Bay pitcher because they just don't do what they're supposed to do. Reese is not a trifecta, but he's also versing San Diego, so we're not going to touch that. Francis, who we played last week and he hit for us, he's 0.03 behind being a trifecta, so technically not one. And there's nobody else. Let's look at the underplays. Sagano, we've targeted twice, and he's hit for us both times, targeting under 3.5 strikeouts, which is the same line. Yeah, we played him. I think we played him again in Toronto here on 4/12, I think, and then we played him again on 4/17. He pitched 7 innings and still got only 3, and then here he got 4 against another team against Kansas City. So Lorenzen versus Colorado, which I don't really like going under against Colorado because they tend to strike out a lot. But his line's pretty high at 5.5, and I'm pretty sure he got beat up pretty bad in his last start. We have Jack, also a trifecta play. Oh, no, he's not because the sportsbooks are favoring his over. Kyle Hart is not because the sportsbooks are favoring his over. So we have these two. Technically. Let me see if there's anything on the ban list about Colorado under K props versus Colorado. So yeah, this is on the ban list. So he's pitched 4 starts. He's only gotten more than 4 strikeouts once, and that was against Milwaukee in his first start. Then you see here 3-4-3. But again, there's a ban list for a reason. Colorado strikes out a lot. Are they having a better season last year? Maybe. If we're going under, 5.5 is a pretty high line. But he's striking out 21% of righties. We can pull up the lineup by clicking here. Righty, righty, switch is probably going to be righty, righty, switch is righty. So we have Colorado. And then what's Sagano? Sagano's versing Washington. So we do what we always do. We use the tools to figure out if it's a good play or not. Okay, so we're going under. So, did we say Sagano is versing Washington? Is that what we said? Yeah, Washington and Colorado. Colorado's on the ban list, but we're still going to take it a peep. Okay, so Washington's actually the 7th fewest strikeouts per game, 7.73. So that's nice for Sagano. Colorado, I think, is near the top. They are actually the worst. Colorado strikes out more than anybody. This is why we have ban list. This is why we have the team trends. You'd be like, oh, he looks like a good play for the under. And then you use the other tool on the same app, and you're like, oh, no, he's not. No. Worst strikeout team, not going under. Sagano looks like it might be the play today. Can we hit Sagano under 3.5 3 starts in a row? That's the question. I think the answer is I think we can. He's like a fly out ground out pitcher. He gets outs from making contact, but making contact how he wants contact to be made, which is not in play, or which is not players getting total bases against him. I think this. Hey, it's worked twice, right? Third time's also a charm. Look at this strikeout against righties, 7.7. Do you understand how low that is? If we were to add every pitcher's righty versus lefty splits, this guy would be 18.1. And all the pitchers that we've pulled up on this show, since we added this advanced data part here, not a single pitcher has gotten even close to that. 7.7% strikeout rate against righties is insanely low, which is why his line's at 3.5, which is probably why the AI says he's at 2. What was I going to do? Oh, let me look at the roster here. So it looks like they might be starting a lot of lefties, but I don't even think they need to. So they have a lot of switch hitters, but I think the switch hitters can hit either side because he sucks against both. 10%, 7.7. Let me see. So this is another interesting stat here that we like to look at. This one right here, K/9. What this metric is if he pitched an entire 9 innings just against the lefties. So everyone in the lineup's a lefty. He pitches a full 9 innings. He still only gets 3.9 strikeouts. If he versed an entire 9 innings against only righties, this guy gets his under. And if he pitches a complete game against righties based on this metric, he still doesn't hit his line in 9 innings pitched. We hit him. We're 2-0 against targeting his under. So I think we're going to go right back to the well. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to finish up by going the props comparison and making sure his line's not any higher anywhere else. When you're going under, you want lines to be as high as possible. Nope. Every book's got the 3.5 across the board. So ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have it. Again, if you fast forward from the very beginning and you're watching the end here, I'm going to pull the graphic up again for you guys. The MLB Spread Predictor went a perfect 15-0. If you are in a state that has legal betting and you're actually betting on money line spreads and totals and not just player props, or you're in a state or whatever app you have, if it has the ability to do team bets, you are losing an insane amount of money from not being a premium member. You see all of the tens of thousands of dollars of screenshots this MLB season already, over $100,000 worth of screenshots over the course of this season and last season for MLB. I don't know what else you need to see to know that this is what works. This is working. If you follow all the guidelines, it will work for you. It works for people of any skill set and skill level. If you are a brand new bettor and you're afraid you might not understand how to use things, there are over 16,000 people that will help you inside of our Discord, including myself. If you need someone to hold your hand and guide you through the process, that's what we do, and we're the only app that does that, which is why people keep joining us. If you're losing more than $2 a day, go back and look at it's April 23rd. Look at the last, essentially the last 4 months. Look at all of 2025. Average out your losses, how much you've lost since then. If it's more than $2 a day, then you need to upgrade your account for less than $2 a day. If you're losing more than $2 a day, this is a no-brainer situation. If you're doing great by yourself, then you don't need PlayerProps.ai. If you're crushing it and winning thousands of dollars, I mean, you can still use it because it's got a lot of data and metrics in it that's still helpful to your research. But if you're not a winning sports bettor, it is a no-brainer solution for you to be a better sports bettor. We have guarantees. There's no other app that has guarantees. Our guarantee is that if you are losing all your bets and you upgrade your account to premium, and you follow every single guideline and use every single tool as designed, it is a guarantee that you will lose less often. And then 12 and a half months, going on 13 months now, we have not had anybody cash that guarantee or try to cash out that guarantee because every single person that's followed all the guidelines has lost less often. So unless if you don't like losing, there's a solution. If you like losing, I mean, there's still a solution, but you shouldn't like losing. Anyway, good luck with everything today, guys, and we'll see you guys in the Discord where everyone else is chatting 24/7, 365, using the app to find winning plays together. Good luck.